Unitonica, diamond in the rough, yeah. Aries fire, play no games, I call your bluff. Unicorn, ride a sharp horn, that's my vibe. For my family, for my friends, always ride or die.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, I hope you guys are well. Today is a rainy day. It started raining last night. My dad had his doctor's appointment with our primary doctor. We all have the same doctor. I have a specialist that I see, but I've been seeing the same doctor since I was like 8. She's about 40 minutes away, and that was a to-do. The ramp did not work. Okay, that was a bad thing, because like, if you guys know anything about when you go down a hill, inertia, right? Like, I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's early in the morning and I'm trying to think, but it's just not working. But I didn't trust the weight in going down the ramp, and it was just too much. So I made it work, and we got him there. Okay, so excuse me, I'm proud of us as a family. By getting my dad this far, I'm proud of the doctors. I'm proud of I'm proud of my dad. For my dad is a fighter. He survived prostate cancer, which, if a lot of you guys have been here, you saw the videos, you've seen the live streams, you saw me in front of the hospital, through the whole thing. I know that stuff is privatized. I just didn't feel like anybody cared about me anymore. I still don't. And this is not for pity. I don't give a shit. Once you go through certain things, you just, whatever. I know there's certain people do, but it is what it is. I'm just proud of my dad. He wants to be here. And when you want to be here, you fight. And he has fought his ass off. Through cancer, through this. And you know what? I didn't even realize. I keep on saying it was a month. My dad we took him to the hospital. I think it was January. I have it written down. 21st. He went into the hospital. My dad was there for 2 freaking months in that hospital. My dad weighed 240 pounds. He's 6'2.5", almost 6'3", and he now weighs 189 pounds. Within the first 3 weeks, he lost like 50 pounds, dude. Anyway, but he's and if you know any, like, he's gained weight since he's been out of the hospital, which is sad, but he's on the way up. And when he got home yesterday from all that activity, going out of the car, me having to lift him over the threshold, try to get him down that ramp, then finally having to go out the garage. I mean, my dad, when we got home, because I picked up some food from Olive Garden, takeout, because there wasn't nobody cooking in the house, okay? We were done. My mom and I were like, nope. And then I had a birthday, because my birthday is on the 7th. I had a birthday dessert, so I was like, oh, Daddy, you want some key lime pie? So I went to Olive Garden and got my birthday a dessert, and he had that. So we went and picked that up. I did curbside. That curbside is a gift from God, okay? Because I didn't have to walk my ass in, because my ankles were killing me. And yeah, go ahead and cut me off. I don't give a shit. So after we picked that food up and we got home, it was raining hard. My dad walked from the door in the kitchen to his bed with his walker. That man, I haven't seen him walk that far. I didn't even know he could walk that far with that walker. And I was behind him with the wheelchair, like, Daddy, if you need to sit down. He was like, no, I got this. I was like, so I'm sitting here singing the Rocky song, okay? You know how corny I am. I'm like, the video's not about this, but whatever. The whole time, like, I'm really, like, astonished. Like, man. My parents are my heroes. I'm telling you. Every time I think I'm going to give up on something, I think about them and how they came from their beginnings and their parents had no education. My dad's mom couldn't read. And then I'm like, no, you can't give up. You cannot give up. What were you thinking your whole life? Do it. You have, do it. There's no giving up. There is no giving up. You have to win. You have to do better. I know I don't have any kids, but if I did, I would definitely never give up. You know what I mean? Come on. So anyway, I wanted to talk about something that, I need to put lotion on my hands. I will when I stop. I need to talk about something that has come to my attention, and I was watching Granny for a little while, and she was talking about something, and I wasn't really aware of it because I didn't really know the I don't know the background of everything with, I guess she was being accused of being racist or whatever. I don't know. I've never known Granny to be racist. Granny has always been so sweet, and that doesn't mean that somebody doesn't have the potential to have done that in their background, but God. Sometimes people will take something from your past, 10 years ago on YouTube, and then keep on bringing the shit up, like me in the letter, or me and what I've done and stuff like that. And even though people have, you've apologized for it, you've owned up to it, or whatever the case may be, or even if you didn't do it, you've proven that you didn't do it, and they keep on bringing it up whenever it's opportunistic to them. And I don't like using racism as one of those things. In the case of this person, Melissa, I'm just going to tell you guys, I don't care. And I realized that I look like shit today because, honestly, some days you just look like shit, okay? And this is one of those days. So either you love me, or you hate me, or I don't give a shit. But I love you just the way you are. And I like you just the way you are. This is how I've always looked. Hey, I love myself. So anyway, some people are just who they are, and when they show you who they are, believe them. If a person uses certain language that you don't agree with, and just choose not to be around them. Sometimes we don't have to question them and understand everything. Hey, man, you do you, I'll do me. I don't hate Melissa. I just don't want to be around somebody who chooses to use that language because it's offensive to me. Right? Capiche? Cool. Move on. I don't think she should be using that. And if Melissa, if you hear this, please understand that I don't dislike you. But it's offensive. You should know that at your age. And there's words that I would never use because first of all, they're not in my language. They're not in my atmosphere. I don't choose to use them. I would never use them because I respect people. I love people. But for you to try to make an excuse for them is ridiculous to me. And I just don't know, honey. I just don't know. And I don't care if your friends are black. I don't care if your kids are black. I don't care if you slept with 1,000 black men. You don't have the right to use it. I don't care if your best friend's black. That's not an excuse. Please don't use this as a token. Please don't use your experiences as a token to use. You don't have an excuse. No is the answer. Okay. Moving on. When somebody has a past, if they've said they're sorry for something, just stop bringing it up, man. Either you forgive that person or you don't. If they've proven that it wasn't them that did that, or if there was a situation that occurred and they redeemed themselves, why try to twist that history? Because that's not right, and I don't like that. And to keep on bringing something up that somebody's already paid for, that's not right either. And I don't like labeling somebody something that they're not. There's a lot of things that people can be around here, and labeling somebody a racist, a pedo, and things like that are dangerous because that's not cool. Everybody's not racist. Everybody's not a pedo. Everybody's not stuff that's bad. So just keep that in mind. A lot of people have a motive. And all I want to say is, there's other things that we can be talking about than racism. let's not keep on bringing that up. I don't want to go through this again. It seems like every few years the racism thing comes up, and I'm just like over it. I don't care about you guys as races, and I really hope you don't care about mine. I'm just Unitonica. Let's just be you, and let's just get along, and let's just love each other and hate each other at the same time without race being a factor. How about that? I hope you guys have a good day. God bless you all. I have stuff to do, and it's focusing on your race or my race or whoever's race is not one of them. But I don't want to go and backtrack on stuff that happened 5 years ago and start fighting about that again, because there's nothing to fight about, because it already happened, it already was, it already is, and it is what it is, and we've already gone over that. The difference is if you're still in the same situation than you were 5 years ago, and that's not possible. We've all moved on, so let's keep it that way. I don't like living for my transgressions that I did 5 years ago. I'm sure Granny does. I'm sure no one else does. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because stuff I've done 5 years ago keeps on being brought up for me too. And it's like, man, that's not going to work. It's not going to work for me. You know? Let's talk about what you're doing now. And if what you're doing now sucks, then that's valid. But if what the person's doing now is better than what they were doing 5 years ago, then I think that deserves acknowledgement. Don't use something somebody did 5 years ago because you don't have anything else to say in a fight. Just because you don't like somebody, don't be unfair. Because you wouldn't like it if it happened to you. Let's be real here. All right, guys, have a good day. God bless you. Bye.
Wherever and for